Hi, my name is William Gaunitz, founder of Evolution Hair Centers. Today I'm going to talk about detoxification and how that impacts your hair and our products on how to actually take care of that in dealing with any type of hair loss situation. So, first and foremost, why does it matter to detoxify your body when it comes to hair growth? And that is the general question that we normally get. And it's pretty simple. The more inflammation that you have in your body, the more hair is going to fall out. The more your liver and kidneys are impacted by excessive toxins, whether that be created by pharmaceuticals, environment, any type of extracurricular activities that may be having a negative impact, those things are going to be stored in your body and have a half-life, whether in your liver or your kidneys. Even minoxidil can be considered a toxin, or Propecia, which are positive for your hair. So your body has to process these things and excrete them. The more efficiently your body can process them, and the more effectively your body can process them, the better your hair is going to grow. So our normal detox kit, which is right here, is compiled of two things. First, it's a tea. Now many people think, okay, well, why do I need to use a tea to help my hair? Well, this tea is the most effective tea at dislodging any type of buildup in the liver and the kidneys. And we, rather than using dry supplementation that really your body only absorbs about 35%, we want to solubilize the medicinals in water. And that way the detoxification can be more efficient, not only because the detoxificants are solubilized in water, but also because you're consuming more fluids. And the more fluids you consume, the easier it is for the toxins to be excreted from the body. So when we're doing a cleanse, this is a single month cleanse, and it is a dual purpose cleanse. First and foremost, you have the tea, and the tea is going to, again, loosen up the built up stored toxins in your liver and your kidneys. And then we use a product which is called Sunny 7. Sunny 7 is a combination of psyllium husks and bentonite clay. The functionality of Sunny 7 is that when you consume this on a daily basis, it is going to act as essentially a sponge to suck up any additional toxins that may be flowing through your system that may be reabsorbed by your small intestine or your colon. As toxins are being released, your body can reabsorb them again in your digestive tract, either in your small intestine or your colon. So by using the Sunny 7, you are ensuring that you are blocking as much of that as you possibly can, any possible reabsorption. So we use both together, as well as the psyllium husks in the Sunny 7 act as fiber, which are going to volumize in the digestive tract, are not consumed and are not digested by the body, and act as a broom. So as it passes through your colon, any extra fecal matter that may be negatively impacting your body, creating any type of additional loss, is going to be rectified. So I'm now going to explain how these products should be used and how you need to use them within our program. For the first month, everyone detoxifies in our program, whether you need it or not. Worst case scenario is you become cleaner than you already were. I recommend that most people detoxify on a usually annual basis if you have an abundance of pharmaceuticals, or you're in a toxic job, whether you're inhaling fumes on a daily basis or simply dust. These things are just going to help, obviously, decrease inflammation caused by those environmental issues that you're experiencing. So I recommend definitely to at least detoxify once a year, if not once every 6 months. So first, we're going to start with how to use the tea. 2 bags of tea are going to last you 1 month. 1 bag of tea is going to last 2 weeks. So when you're using this, this is loose tea. And typically you're going to want to take 2 tablespoons of tea, level tablespoons, to make a batch of tea for 1 day. So with your purchase of tea, you will actually have instructions, and they're also on the back of the tea, so you can do this a little bit more exactly. But when you're creating the tea for the daily batch, I recommend that you do it in 1 shot. So the night before you are going to consume the tea, make a full day's batch. So essentially you're going to start out with 36 ounces of boiling water. When that water comes to a boil, drop 2 level tablespoons of loose tea into that boiling water. At that point, turn down the setting to low. Let simmer for 10 to 15 minutes. That's going to help get the medicinals into the actual fluid itself and boil down. The 36 ounces of fluid typically boils down to about 24 after you've made the tea and after it's steeped for about 15 minutes. Once you've done that, essentially obviously remove that from the stove after you've let it simmer, and at that point you can strain, and obviously you're going to use either a cheesecloth or some type of tea bowl, and you're going to strain the tea from the fluid and put it into a container. Now that container is recommended to be glass, but if it's plastic, pour it over ice so that you are decreasing the heat before it hits the plastic. You don't want to release plastic parabens into the tea. So when you've actually created the tea, you will now have up to 24 to 36 ounces of tea that you've just created, and you will have a container of it. Put that in the refrigerator. I prefer it cold, many people prefer it hot, whatever, but put it in the refrigerator, leave it in there for the next day. Now, you've made that full batch of tea. You're going to drink a third of it in the morning, a third of it in the afternoon, and a third of it in the evening, which is equivalent of 8 ounces, 8 ounces, and 8 ounces typically. So you're going to do that morning, noon, and night so that you're gracefully taking in a small amount of tea throughout the entire day. Now in many cases you can take a jug and just sip it throughout the day, that's fine too. But you're getting small amounts of the tea in on a daily basis, which is going to help slowly begin the detoxification process and allow basically your liver and your kidneys to detoxify. Drink more water during this process. You want more fluid to come out so that your body is processing as many toxins as possible. Now you also may notice some detoxification symptoms with this tea. More frequent bowel movements are definitely a symptom of detoxification. Sometimes you get moody, hives, those types of things. They're not debilitating. It's something that will come on, it will pass. You're not going to be running to the bathroom. You're simply going to be more frequent on bowel movements. If you're not basically having a bowel movement after every single meal of the day, which is considered normal, then you are going to get normal when you're using the tea. Now you're going to repeat this process essentially for 30 days or until the tea runs out. 2 bags of tea should last about 1 month. Now, that is the liver and kidney detoxification portion of this program. Now, I also mentioned how we're going to use Sunny 7 to decrease the potential for reabsorption. When you're using this product, essentially you're going to use a tablespoon morning and night, and you're going to try to keep it away from food or supplementation by about 45 minutes. So meaning you're going to consume this obviously 3 times, typically on an empty stomach throughout the day. It doesn't really matter when you take it as long as it's 3 times equally spaced throughout the day, or obviously sipping it gradually throughout the day. The Sunny 7 is supposed to be used morning and night on an empty stomach. You will take 1 tablespoon of Sunny 7. You are going to put that into 8 ounces of water, swirl it around, and drink it down 45 minutes prior to consuming food or supplementation. The best time to do this is at rising. Wake up, take your Sunny 7, to use 1 tablespoon, 8 ounces of water. 45 minutes later, take your supplementation, and then have your meal. And then 45 minutes prior to dinner in the evening time, you're going to repeat the process. Another tablespoon of Sunny 7 in 8 ounces of water, drink it down 45 minutes prior to food or supplementation. Again, this is the clay that's going to pass through your digestive tract, and it's going to block the reabsorption of toxins released by your liver and your kidneys. This will also act as a colon cleanse because the psyllium husks are going to volumize and produce a tremendous amount of fiber and bulking agent, which is going to allow more bowel movement to be excreted from your body, basically cleaning you out. Again, the functionality of this is to make sure that your body is as healthy, to regenerate itself as efficiently as possible throughout the duration of our 9-month program or through just normal home use of our products. So that is how to use our detoxification program within our Evolution Hair Center's first month. So again, recommended every 6 months or a year based upon how much toxins you're taking in on an annual basis. And really, for those people who are on pharmaceuticals, so if you're using, whether it be blood pressure or cholesterol medications, any medications really, you can actually continue your detox post initial month by simply consuming 1 cup of tea on a daily basis. 1 cup of tea, whether you mix it with soda water, or you just drink it down at night, is going to help continue the detoxification process. So if you are toxic, if you know you're experiencing inflammatory symptoms, continue with detoxification tea after the first month by simply taking 1 cup of tea per day versus 3. So you can mix this up again with some organic greens, blend that up, make a fantastic breakfast, and that is going to be the best case scenario for you to maintain your hair at its fullest for as long as possible.